Nick, I see you, funny man down here. I wish you could see what I see sometimes. It is kind of fun. So there's a gentleman down here. He has a dad belly for sure, kind of like mine. And he's sitting here, and he is sitting, so that usually means they can't walk unattended. So he's either in a wheelchair, walker, or cane. He's also wearing a button-down shirt, and that has to do with him not being able to get things on and off easily. Like he can't pull something over his head. I have no idea what that means. He is a balding gentleman. He has hair, but it's in places. It's not all over. Glasses, at least for reading. And it's funny, because in the wheelchair, he makes himself move it with his feet. So he's not wheeling like this. He's moving with his feet. And he's got a sense of humor, because I don't even know what I'm laughing at, but he's making me laugh. Now, thank you. Oh, so I know, who's here from Smyrna tonight? Okay. Because this gentleman is giving me a feeling of having connection to a firehouse. Okay? Whether it's here or somewhere else, but as a connection to the firehouse. He gets the feeling to me too, it's hard for me to tell his age, but he does give me the feeling as it got closer to the time of his passing that he was mentally not right. He does not say dementia or Alzheimer's. It's like whatever was wrong with him physically was having an impact, or medications were having an impact on his brain, and he was no longer making sense, and he knew it. He wasn't making sense the way he wanted to. He's having me feel a lot wrong with him. So this isn't a man with one thing, because he's showing me that he's in that wheelchair, and he can't walk unattended, but he's able to move about somewhat. But then he's wanting me to come over like this in my stomach, like I feel stomach pain, and I want to just double over. So something's wrong in here, which is usually stomach, pancreas, or liver. So something's wrong in here for him. He also gives me the feeling of having had an injury in the spine at some point. It may not be attributed to how he is now at the end of his life, I'm not sure, but he's showing me having a spine injury or spine problem. Let me just start there. Does anybody understand this? Oh, come on, he gave me a lot. He stood. Okay, Tomasina again. Anybody else? Not that I don't want to go to Tomasina, but I just want to make sure. Okay, there's definitely a firehouse connection. May not be Smyrna, but it's a firehouse connection. All right, go ahead with Tomasina. Tomasina has a lot of spirit people.
So my father-in-law would not walk. He would sit in the chair and roll himself.
So the chair had wheels, and he'd roll himself in the
around
chair.
the house.
Okay, that makes sense.
Outside of the home, he had a buggy that he drove on.
Okay.
He was a lifetime member of Slaughter Beach Firehouse, and he had stomach cancer.
Thank you. Yes, this is him. Okay, I can go to you this time, Tomasina, for sure. Okay. All right. And so father-in-law, what's his first name?
Dolphus.
Dolphus. I would have never gotten that. All right. Sense of humor. Do you understand that?
Very much so.
And one that not everybody gets. Do you understand?
True.
Like
True.
I think that's why I don't know
If you
why.
were closer to him, you knew him better.
Yeah, because
Yes.
there's a feeling like I think I'd have to really think about what was funny. You know, like I couldn't get it.
Yeah.
I just knew he was making me laugh. So, hold on a second. Okay, he has a dog with him. Now, it's a medium-sized dog, and it's multicolor. Does not have to be his dog. It can be somebody in the family who lost a dog after him, is what this feels like. Do you understand that at all?
No.
No. What's with the lights
But
tonight?
he could have had a dog prior to,
okay.
Yes.
All right.
I know that they had dogs, but
Okay. Now, he does not have, so are you still with his son? No, that's what I'm saying. Because he's giving me the feeling he does not have a lot to say here, okay?
But he and I were very close.
I know. So hold on. Up now. Okay, the spirits are having fun tonight. The lights are blinking. The mic's going in and out. We're having fun. It's Halloween almost, right? Okay, so when I go to him, one of the things he wants to talk about is he says, and I don't know you that well, so he says, you have a playful nature like him. Okay?
True.
All right?
What do you all think? I think so.
Nobody next to you is agreeing with that. Okay, then it's really weird. This is not going to make any sense, so I'm going to check in and make sure I'm not with somebody else. Playful nature like him, but he's also showing me the game Parcheesi or Chinese checkers. Do you understand this at all?
He gambled every Thursday night, so it's hard to know what game.
Not playing Parcheesi, I bet. No. Okay. All right, so you don't understand. Let me just check in, because poor Tomasina, this
Yep.
keeps happening to her. She's a conduit, too. Does anybody understand all the things now? You didn't raise your hand before, but now you do, like Steve did earlier. I don't have pizza again. No? No? Okay. All right, so we're still with you except for the dog and the Chinese checkers.
Yeah.
Or he has a daughter, is that correct?
No, not to my knowledge.
Okay. Just remember we said that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and start moving on for him.
Okay.
The only thing he's given me about you is that there's a feeling of you being, that even, so was he still alive after your relationship ended?
Absolutely.
Because he gives me this feeling
It
of you
only
still
happened
being connected to him, you
every
still
day.
looking in on him, being around him, loving him, and he appreciates that.
I was
and
there.
he wasn't going to let that go either. Do you understand? Just because the ex isn't in the picture doesn't mean he's not in the picture.
I kept a very open relationship with his parents because of my kids.
Okay.
And I was standing there the second that he passed.
Okay. So he just wants to come in and tell you that he loves you. That hasn't changed. And he loves a sense of humor. And he still says you share it with him. Like you get him, you understood him. Not everybody did, but most people, like you said, got to know him and did after a while. Do you understand that? Okay. All right. I feel like I'm leaving something from him. So just give me a second here to feel what else he's given me. Oh. So it's really crazy. Do you know about his back injury or back pain?
Well, that's part of the reason he wouldn't walk.
Yeah, because I asked him, you can walk, why didn't you? And he said
Correct.
because of the back pain. So, but the other thing too is he's kind of lecturing everybody else that not to be like him because he stopped moving because of pain and then
Correct.
things just got worse.
It's funny
All
you
right.
say that. When I was 30, I found out I had hip dysplasia. And he pushed me to have the surgery, but he didn't want to get his own hip done.
Yep. Yeah. So, and it's really crazy because he didn't want to go through more pain, but he was in pain all the time anyway. So it didn't make any sense.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
And he also, was he previous military as well?
Correct.
Thank you, because he's waving the flag right now. He's waving me the flag, and like keep that going. Keep, like he's a patriot. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Like keep that going. That's what he says.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Tomasina.